Now, more ahead of the Haye Klitschko fight, and our reporter Fraser Dayton's in Hamburg. He'd spoken with the head of boxing at Haymaker, David Coldwell.
Adam, Dave and Ruben, they've got their pattern that they do for the fights, and it's all based around what David feels like doing on the day. He'll go for a stretch, just to stretch his lungs out, and he'll take the sights in Hamburg a little bit of a walk. He'll probably do all those sort of things. The weather's not fantastic, so he'll be wrapped up a little bit. But yeah, he's just going to enjoy the day, and he'll savour the day. And then when it's time to go to work, when it's time to go to the arena, then he'll flick a switch, and that's when he gets his game head on.
Are there any concerns about the weather? I mean, if it is a little bit cold or a little bit damp, does that present any sort of problems when he actually gets into the ring?
No, I mean, I went with John Hill to the arena day before yesterday at night time, and I sent Adam a text saying it is cold. It's quite cold in the arena. I think this was around 9:30 at night. So obviously a couple hours later, fight time, it's going to be colder. But Adam and Dave went around the arena last night, so they're around fight time, I think it was. So they know now, what sort of temperature it's going to be in the arena. But we've got blankets to keep Dave warm if he's been kept waiting in the ring. He's got a hat if he wants to put a hat on. Everything's covered. Every single thing that needs to happen for this fight is all covered. So we're not, it don't make any difference really at all.
Yeah, big fight night approaching. Weather's closing in a little bit here in Hamburg. Let us hope it stays dry for the fight. Certainly pretty warm in town around the Reeperbahn. Many fans, 10,000 plus here to cheer on David Haye. Let's speak to Dave Coldwell, who's the head of boxing for the Haymaker stable. Dave, you've seen the fans. It feels like a home fight, doesn't it?
Oh, it is. It was unbelievable at the weigh-in yesterday. When Dave walked out of that curtain, it was just like being back in Birmingham, London. There's no way you'd have thought that we were in Germany. And then I took a little stroll last night around Hamburg, and we're just getting mobbed.
Extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah, just full of Brits, just absolutely full of Brits. The German police were out and about, and they were just stood back looking at it in amazement. I don't think they've ever seen anything like it.
Keeping their distance. That's how it all passes off nice and peacefully.
Yeah.
Not so in the ring. It's going to be a war. We know that.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us. I mean, you're close to David. I mean, how is he?
He's fantastic. He's really relaxed. His personality is a man that's relaxed and calm, and he doesn't get et up about the fight. He's excited, but he's kind of like just looking forward to tonight, and he'll probably just relax, ease into the day, probably take a stroll, eat when he's hungry, and then when it comes to time to switch on, then he'll be focused on the fight, and then his mind will be on the job. Popular
opinion is, David's best chance is the first half of the fight. If it goes beyond that, have you got a plan? Have you got a plan? I mean, will he start to? I mean, if he gets tired and he gets lent on by a big guy, it's not going to be helpful, is it?
Well, David and Adam have worked on things to counter that. If Vladimir, because Vladimir does do that, he leans on, he grabs hold, he punches, grabs, leans on, uses his weight, and there's things that they've been working on in the gym that will counter that, and that can stop Vladimir from doing that. People think that that Dave's only chances are early on in the fight. Not necessarily. He can knock somebody out later on. He's immensely fit.
As long as he doesn't get too tired, yeah.
No, but the thing is, you've seen David at the weigh-in yesterday. He's in really good condition, and he's in condition to keep what he needs to do up for 12 rounds if it has to go 12 rounds. And don't forget, let's not forget, Vladimir's a man that is known to tire. Yeah. This is a fight that David can win early or can win late. Me personally, I think it's early.
All right, Dave. Let's hope for a successful outcome. Enjoy it. It's a fantastic occasion. As we've seen, fans all over the city. It is a bit of grey at the moment, a bit of rain forecast for later on, but there's going to be real fireworks live on Sky Box Office later on this evening.